Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Dad, say hello to the fans.
Hello, everybody. This mouth-watering clash, Dan. Albion against the Dirty Dingles. Listen, would you believe, right? It's only 10 miles from HQ at the Blue and White Palace to the home of our neighbours. Let's say.
Our neighbours, indeed.
You know something? I know it's old nonsense, but apparently they've done a study in 2008, right? That conducted against football fans. And it was supposed to be the fiercest derby out of all the English derbies. And believe it or not, it's the oldest played derby, as we're both founder members of the Football League. Listen,
that's right, yeah.
Dan, let's just get one thing out of the way, right? As our good friend Adrian Charles has said, he just hopes that we don't get our backsides handed to us on a plate. For me, we've got nothing to lose. All the pressure is on the Dingles. And the head-to-heads, Dan, the head-to-heads in the last 10 games, we've won 6, drawn 3, lost 1, and 6 of them games were in the Premiership. So, yeah, okay. How many places separate us in the league? It's not that many. Yes,
and you got to remember, Dad, it's the magic of the cup. Anything can happen. I think it's over 27 years since the Dingles have won the Hawthorns. And for me, while they do have the better players, you've got to admit they have the better total squad. But the magic of the FA Cup, Dad, you never know. Anything could happen.
Listen, we've got King Carlos at the helm, right? Fortress Hawthorns. You know what? I'm going to be bold and I'm going to be brave, just like the fans and the players are going to be, right? I'm going for a 4-1 victory because I think they'll score first. I think all they've got to do is turn up. They're going to be in for a shock because the Albion that are going to turn up out of the Jekyll and Hyde aren't going to be the ones that are literally just lost on our away game. You know what I reckon's going to happen, Dan?
Go on.
They'll dominate for the first 15 minutes and Albion kick into another gear. And I'll tell you what, it's the players you expect not to turn up that will expect. Let's just say Norwich, right? Norwich, bad day at the office. But I know that the players were saving this big one. And I know the
We hope so.
The Dirty Dingles are panicking, right? Because they've got it all to lose. Yeah? We sing 5-1 at Molineux. That's forever in the record books. Wolves, right, just because they're in the Premiership, think all they're going to do, turn up, roll the Albion over. Yeah. They won't. My only worry is Craig Dawson will probably score. You watch the Albion, Dan.
Mind you, I think a lot of Albion fans may put on the comments, guys. I always thought, being honest, Craig Dawson probably one of our best centre-backs in my opinion. Were you boom when it comes to the Hawthorns, Dad, or were you not?
Oh, obviously, because he's wearing bloody gold shirt, but I'll give him the respect he deserves. Because I like him. There's been a lot of players over the years, Dan, who have played for both clubs. Your mate, Nigel Quasi, was one of them.
Yeah, and Big Cyril.
And I'll tell you another one, Andy Vyman.
Yeah, that's right, Jed. But the thing is, though, for me, I feel like while they have got a lot of players missing, actually, apparently. So I'm pretty sure there's some players still at the AFCON with the Hwangi Chan still there. And I could be wrong, I think João Gomez might have a red card issue and might not be able to play. But I'm pretty sure, I think it was earlier today, I think it was Nouri's back for them, which might be a massive boost for them. And Tarabi, who's also played for PSG, Dad, he's actually back and he might come off the bench. But in my opinion, Albion fans, I think the one player we've got to watch out for, and Wolves fans will admit this, is someone like Neto and Kuna, because those two players are the danger men for them.
I don't disagree with you. Sorry for putting in. Turns out that both those players, right, may be carrying injuries. I love the way we're getting close to the game now. And the Wolves people are coming out with this, that, and the other. They're getting their excuses ready. Listen, it takes 2 to tango. Without the Dirty Dingles, it wouldn't be this. But I'll tell you what, Dan, the spice, the atmosphere. I know that you haven't been to one purely because
I haven't.
Because the COVID was one of them. But listen, Dan, this is the game. Oh, this gets the juicy flow. It won't be just showtime. It'll be super.
So also, I think it was O'Neill came out, but literally as they said, all right, then you're playing West Brom the next time. He kind of played off saying like, yeah, the lad's gonna have to get up by the time how good it is and whatnot. Saying like it's gonna be a big game, but like there might be some more ball and stuff. And you think to yourself, right, he's playing it down, but he knows when it comes to Sunday, everyone's have to leave it on the pitch for that game. My opinion, Dad, I've got to ask you, DK News, what are you thinking? Apparently, he might be injured again. No one knows. Or is it a stunt from the album, maybe? Not showing in the photos that he's injured.
Dan, it's funny you should say that because I've heard of quite a few things about possible injuries, which I'm not going to go into. But listen, as long as we don't get rid of Kyle Bartley at the moment, you know, there's 2 clubs coming in for him.
That's right. Luton was interested, pretty sure. I think it was Mike McGrath from the Telegraph said about Luton coming in.
We've got a strong back line. right? We need the midfielders to kick in. It's a game where, listen, it's not for the faint-hearted. If you're going to go in for a challenge, right, even if it's 60-40, go for it. Don't bottle out. This is where legends are made, Dan.
Indeed.
I'm excited.
What do you think on the DK news, though? Would that be a blow to us?
Well, put it this way, Dan. A lot of people are going to disagree with me. No, I don't think he will, because I don't think he's a player that we need. His injury record is unfortunate.
I do agree with you there. I feel like it is I disagree maybe he's the player we need. I feel like we need a massive striker. But if he's getting injured again, I think it is time. A lot of people said it, I think, on Twitter earlier, I think it was yesterday, that we need to get him gone. If he keeps getting injured, for example, we can't afford it. He's going to be on big money, remember. He came forward as 7-8 million like 2-3 years ago, and now he's been in 2 massive injuries. In my opinion, Dad, it all relies now on Asante, and it's a good job he didn't get called up for Ghana.
Yeah, I do agree. I do feel sorry for DK. It's not his fault, but there comes a time, especially with the financial situation with the club. By the way, I've heard it from very good authority that the people in the front runner, the American gentleman, has walked away from negotiations.
Yeah, that's wild as well.
Which Dan, I know we're talking about the derby, but I tend to think there'll be at least 3 players leaving from the Albion, and one of them will be really disappointed. But listen, let's just concentrate on the derby day, because if we win, it takes us into next week against our other neighbours.
I know, yeah.
Right? We've got, something. Just go for it, Dan. Let's do this mamby-pamby stuff about we'll play it from the back and then we'll do a little pass. Just go for it.
Exactly. I think at home, in front of goal at the moment, we're looking really good. We need to keep it going, actually put them under pressure. I know at the moment, players like Semedo, for example, are looking really good. But if you put them under pressure, I think we've got a really good chance in this game, in my opinion, especially with the derby atmosphere around it, that we've got a massive chance, in my opinion.
I don't think the Wolves players, particularly the forward line, when they see how serious Kipre and Bartley are, they won't take any messing. They're the elder statesmen. I know we won't lose. I just simply know.
I have some confidence about me. I think it was Richie I saw. He's confident, man. I'm going with him 3-0 wins the boys. So I feel like that this is a massive turning point for the season, in my opinion. Because if we win this game, I feel like we'll kick on. And if we lose, it'll be the vice versa effect.
Dan, we will win. We will. I'll tell you what, I'm that confident. If we lose the last away game of the season, I'll run bare-chested in my shorts up and down the away end. I know we're going to win because King Carlos, this is the difference, he knows the importance of it, whereas the Wolves bloke, he doesn't. I can tell you, Dan, I remember when Tony Mowbray was in charge of Albion, he didn't realise just how big the ding-dong derby is. I just can't wait. I just hope, listen, joking apart now, I just hope both sets of players leave it all on the field. I hope there's no dodgy refereeing decisions. I hope no players let themselves down, only the Wolves ones. And I hope there's going to be rivalry with the fans,
especially with them that are on the whole section Smevy and the waste, and there were 4 fans going. What do you think of that one? Will that make a difference?
Yeah, I'm not going to give it the big one because I won't be able to back it up. But I know that Wolves will come in the numbers. They'll be vociferous. That they won't give us an inch. But I tend to think, something down early kickoff. I don't know whether you're going to have a tuttle or not because you desperately need you of a match game. But listen, I can't wait. My hairs on the back of my neck are standing up. My best memory so far was being at Molyneux when we beat them 5-1 and we said goodbye to Mick McCarthy. Listen, Dan, history is in the making, and we're part of it, boy. We're part of it.
Guys, make sure you put down in the comments what your thoughts was Sunday's game. It is a massive, massive one. Got anything else to say?
Aston is the king, and Cyril Regis too.
Super Bobby Taylor, we'll sing this song for you. Guys, thank you so much for watching the video. We'll see you Sunday. What time is? It's time.